the Cubs won the World Series. It feels like God is kind of settling all outstanding debts before the end of the world. You know, the Cleveland got theirs when the Cavs won, but then he kind of took them and he restored them right back to their place as losers. You know, like they were up 3-1 in the World Series, instant karma. You know, LeBron comes back from 3-1. The Indians are up 3-1. Hey, motherfuckers, you're still cursed. This is just a reminder. And I'm glad Bill Murray won and everything. It was a good World Series. Either way, there was going to be some relief for a highly oppressed region, you know, under the Trump regime, the Trumpenreich, which is what I'm really here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the Trumpenreich, the coming of Trump, and how in the last couple days shit has gotten real strange. I mean, the whole situation has just intensified, and there seem to be forces meddling in the election in a way that is just bizarre and conspiratorial. You know, it does feel like the rumblings of a coup, you know, and I think a lot of these kind of like people who have wanted to overthrow the American government for a long time are seeing their opportunity in Trump, and they're putting their energies behind it. Because since this FBI emails thing, Hillary's percentage of chance of winning has dropped like every single day by like a lot. She went from being 90%, now she's at 65%. And my home state of Ohio flipped red like hard, which is shocking to me. I read something about how, I'm not sure if it was WikiLeaks, but there's a lot of Trump people within the FBI who are sort of tampering with the election by, you know, of course the story is that the FBI, just James Comey guy, reopened the investigation on Hillary's emails because of, you know, their involvement with the Anthony Weiner trial. As it, you know, like it just, it's surreal. The dude's name is Anthony Weiner. Like if the world ends because of a guy named Anthony Weiner, that will just be the cosmic joke enacted. The email thing is such a non-story. You know, it just sounds bad if you don't read that closely. You know, like, oh, she's got these corrupt emails. And the truly kind of stupid thing about this Are the Donald Forum is it seems to be, I mean, it's a bunch of insane Fox News kind of like fanboys who are internet trolls. It's actually quite scary the way that they talk. Like, they use this kind of hashtag in this kind of revolutionary cry of MAGA, make America great again. Like, it's in all their emails, and there's just like this fervor, and all these guys are like, I love you, because they really do feel like they're going to bring the U.S. government down. And I read some article the other day about how conservative think tanks used to plant stories in small, reputable newspapers so they would travel upwards. So they would plant a story, you know, for instance, about Hillary's emails in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, because it was easy to kind of get it in there, and then it would get picked up by a national bureau and distributed. And now what's happening is through this Reddit forum, all these MAGA guys are posting these outrageous claims about Hillary Clinton and how they're running like a human trafficking ring. So the email thing to me just seems like a complete red herring. Like, there's not really anything there, and it's traveling upwards, you know, traveled upwards all the way to the FBI. The thing that really freaks me about Trump, particularly in the light of my airport security kind of nightmare, was how, like, pro-torture he is. You know, he talks about how, like, not only are we going to use waterboarding, but we're going to use a lot worse. And, you know, maybe it's paranoid to think that they're actually going to get their way, but, like, the way that the police forces are arming, and the FBI is in on it suddenly, and the whole thing at Standing Rock, it's insane. It's like watching some kind of portal into history just kind of open up in front of you. You know, it's like watching Little Bighorn or something through Facebook. Like, it's this standoff that, and how all those buffalo showed up, you know, like during the middle of this standoff, you know, fucking thousands of wild, great American buffalo or whatever they're called, like, show up to this thing just like out of the spirit link or whatever, you know. It does seem like some kind of sign. You know, the Cubs won the World Series, for Christ's sakes. And the Standing Rock thing, it's just a replay. I mean, it's sort of this weirdly not lethal replay, you know, like it's not like they're massacring these Indians in any kind of mortal way, but they're shooting them with rubber bullets and fucking spraying them down with mace. I mean, it's psychically violent, and it's playing out in images, you know. I think what's going on there is incredibly noble, and I wish I could be a part of it, you know. Part of the reason why the polls have evened out over the last couple weeks is because Donald's just been kind of laying low. You know, he's, rather than sort of like putting his own sort of unbecoming monstrous personality out there, he's just being invisible and letting them destroy Hillary. You know, I don't think that anybody is more pro Donald than they were, but I think the whole point of like stoking this email story and kind of aggravating the populace about it. I mean, you saw Ohio just completely tip. You know, all those people in rural Ohio who maybe were going to stay home, now they're going to vote against Hillary. So it is election night in America, and I am on my way to Manhattan to just kind of be a part of it all. Maybe Washington Square Park, maybe Housing Works, I'm not sure yet. But we're just hoping we find some good news tonight. God, alright. You know, they really shouldn't even put these fucking results on TV till the whole shit's counted, man. Because you're just having a fucking heart attack in real time. How many people? Oh my god. Oh my god. Man, the early election results are not great. I was so confident, but it's too early. You know, they shouldn't be putting this stuff on TV, because then it's going to give Trump the impression that he won, and so when he eventually does lose, he's gonna fucking... Oh no, what if Donald Trump is the president? Oh no, this would be so horrible. Oh my god, that's the end. That's the fucking end. He's a demon. He's gonna put everybody in jail. Alright, let's not panic. I'm going to Washington Square just to kind of check out, Jesus Christ. Michael Moore in Trump land. Oh shit. That's not a good fucking omen. Just gonna be a non-stop conspiracy theory session about Trump from now on. Like those dudes in Slacker who are obsessed with the JFK assassination. I thought it was 9/11. I thought 9/11 was going to be the JFK assassination of our generation. But lo and behold, we are so lucky, we millennials are so lucky that to be children of the boomers, we're not feeling any snapback from Mother Earth about that, are we, at all? We are so lucky we get two 9/11s, we get two JFK assassinations. There was 9/11, which it turns out was just an appetizer for this massive shit sandwich that was going to happen November 8th, 2016, a day that will live in infamy. Our life might just be a bunch of 9/11s from now on. It might just be like, chaos, traumatic chaos from here on out, which is truly, truly terrifying to think about. I mean, maybe I'm being overreactive, but it does feel like some kind of noxious fart cloud was just unleashed over the entire, all of humanity. There's the moon, high above Thompson Street. Election night in America. Oh my God, what are they doing to this Empire State Building? You probably can't see that, but there's like a slideshow scanning through. Who is that? George Washington, right there. There he is, George Washington. Fucking Eisenhower, maybe? Oh, there's Martin Van Buren, I think. I guess if there's a place where the fucking voice of freedom has parentally sounded in New York City, it'd probably be Washington Square Park. The Arch, Marcel Duchamp, famously, I think he set off a bunch of balloons or something from the top of the arch and declared the West Village its own republic, sort of an intellectual bohemia. Man, Washington Square's pretty dead tonight. Fuck, dude. Doing some breakdancing and shit. I saw my little brother posted a meme that had hashtag nobody 2016. It had Trump as the Heath Ledger's Joker character from Christopher Nolan's Batman movie. And then Hillary was next to him in the other one, and she was Two-Face. And, you know, honestly, I'll take Two-Face every single time, because at least he's like a district attorney. You know, he's employed by the government, and like half the time he's like a good guy and a professional. The Joker is just a psycho. This is the bitter end. It's like Guy Fieri.
He's been like this Guy Fieri.
Oh no,
he's doing his own stand-up show.
Dude, that's the most fun I've ever seen in my life, man. So does everybody say that?
That he looks like Guy Fieri?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Big J?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is this a comedy thing? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. You know, clowns are supposed to be funny. You know, like if the world is working properly, if the world is sincere and right side up, clowns are funny, right? Like somebody in history surely thought clowns were funny because they've lasted this long and people hate fucking clowns. Like nobody laughs at clowns. There's nothing less funny than a clown at this point. I mean, clowns are evil. You know, Stephen King's It, and Trump is, you know, everybody refers to him as a clown, and he is very clownish. You know, he's orange, and he's got this sort of pear shape, and this, you know, I thought he was hilarious the first few times I saw him, and the joke is not funny anymore. Trump, you can take the mask off or whatever. How's the vibe in there?
Guy Fieri left Metallica.
I think it's going pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Are you talking about the election and shit, or is it more just kind of like...
I actually think they're trying not to do that so much
Really?
because it's being taped. Yeah, and they wanted to like people be able to watch it down the
They picked
line.
quite a night to do it.
I know. I feel like they should just go for it and talk about it. I mean, that's people are going to want to see that.
Yeah.
What's going on? I hear he's running further away.
Yeah.
The bitter end. Also maybe not a great omen. A Shakespeare class I took in my elite liberal arts undergrad. I was a humanities major. Not sure how much longer those are going to exist, but my Shakespeare class, we studied Othello. So my professor, the point that he made was Iago is basically a clown. He's basically sort of, the way that he operates is not that different from Richard III, for instance, who is also this sort of Machiavellian, revengeful kind of clown figure. Richard III will kind of tell you what he's going to do, and he'll kind of relish it. Him and the audience have this intimate relationship, and then in the scene, he'll sort of act out these really perverted fantasies to just kind of see what he can get away with. Fuck. Oh, God. How could Donald Trump be the president? This is impossible. This is bad fucking news for America, man. The results that I'm seeing are grim. I mean, he was winning, at least the percentage on the screen said he was winning in Ohio 52% to 44%. Holy shit. That is not good. I don't really want to be anywhere near a TV. I mean, the idea of sitting and watching this as if it were some kind of celebration is insane to me. Oh my God. Oh my God, Donald Trump becomes a president, there will be nowhere to run, man. I mean, America's got to be the exception, they've got to be the fucking tent pole for the whole world, or maybe, this is the fucking narrative we've been telling ourselves. Trying to read people's faces, see, if they're happy or whatever. Hopefully this is not the night that fucking fascism comes in any overt way to America.
Also people just drink. I know. So when people drink there's not enough of them to
I'm such an eternal optimist.
There's just not enough states left.
There is enough states left, though.
There's not.
Tears for Hillary. Crying tears for Hillary, man. We're fucked. So it's looking like we're gonna be forced to make America great again, whether we like it or not. And I am just kind of seeing sad, broken people. They don't really know where to turn. They red-pilled America. Obama said, Trump, you will never be the president. And he was wrong. Now what are we going to do? Obama's work is only beginning. Obama's going to have to save the planet somehow. This is the advice I found on the wall of Fat Baby. Live now. Forever hold your peace. Just wondering what the fuck this building with the cross is. I don't think I've ever seen that before. There's a cross lit in the windows of a building over the Chrysler building. Maybe that's a T for Trump. This just seems like the plague came upon Thebes. It really does feel like our society just became afflicted with something. A dark cloud just came over that's not going to be lifted without some kind of purge, They might get it. It might be on its way. The real thing, not just the kind of movie, or TV long-form narrative. Maybe it's a haunted house. Maybe I'm Jack Torrance. Maybe this is The Shining. Oh, they cut the music? It felt, I don't know, kind of like storming the Bastille. I guess it wasn't that radical. It hasn't come to that yet. Part of me just thinks we just need to just get a divorce. Let's just separate. I mean, things are not working out, America, between us, you know, like, red states, you want to have a bunch of guns and shit, and, like, you're really into God, you know, you want to keep women from being able to do what they want with their bodies. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I went to this protest, and it felt good. I mean, maybe that is just... Maybe it was a meaningless feeling. Maybe it was just more solipsism and more purely therapeutic. I think if, and hopefully this is the beginning, but if there is going to be a change in the way that the world is run, people are going to have to learn to relate to each other again on a personal, face-to-face level. Donald Trump, get the fuck out of here. Donald Trump is full of shit!
How is he our president?
Donald Trump is full of shit!
How is he our president? Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
It's almost like watching Game of Thrones, and I feel like in some ways Game of Thrones kind of laid the groundwork. Like, Donald Trump is like the Game of Thrones of politicians. You know, like, shit happens every single week, and you're just like, what? How did they kill Ned Stark? You know, like, how did Donald Trump, you know, fucking say he's gonna grab women by the pussy, and yet, like, he won? How? They've never done that on television before, you know? And, like, the news just became the greatest long-form television show.
This is what it looks like!
Woo! Fucking marching up Broadway, baby!
Not my president! Not my president! Fuck Donald Trump! Donald Trump! Our streets! 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 Our streets!
The sort of sinister, computerized NYPD fucking voice is kind of coming to effect. where they're talking about how we're blocking the roadway and shit.
If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department.
This dude is just holding the speaker. That's saying that over and over and over again.
And charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police.
There's Rockefeller Center.
I can help the next customer.
There it is. Fucking shithead Trump Tower right there. So that's Trump Tower right there. And they're kind of heading us off at the pass here. They got all those sanitation trucks in front. There's probably a couple hundred cops. And so we finally made it, Trump Tower. I guess this is a designated protest area or whatever. Appropriately enough, right across the street from Abercrombie and Fitch. And the protesters are coming in kind of the back way now. And, there are 30,000 people coming.
Miss, out. Miss, sir.
Cops are starting to run. I guess maybe that's just because the crowd's moving in. Oh man, I might get pushed all the way to the back.
Fuck your wall! Fuck your wall! Fuck Donald Trump!